Well, good day, backyard pyros, fireworks enthusiasts. Hope everybody's ready for the 4th of July. Just a few days away, so we're getting our first boards here at PA Pyrotechnic Fan, getting it all down first. We're going to have 4 boards in total. This will be the board that actually starts a show. As I mentioned, we're going to have several spots we're going to be firing from this year rather than just single board to single board. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here. I have it marked as the number 1 with a small cord that we're going to use. That'll wrap around. What's going to happen here is later on this willow is will be 1 of 3 in the finale. And this good to the last shot will be, stuck in with some of the 200 grams to get some height underneath it. And this clear space is basically where we're going to put our FireFly Plus. And I'm going to have another board sistered up to it over here, which already has 3 large cakes from New Year's Eve that we weren't able to go off. So that is going to have that with an angled cake on it. And from there, once I set up everything else, that board's going to stay in the basement for now just because it's already finished. But the others I'll show you as I'm getting them done. So this is the first board. Like I said, it'll wrap around through the first, end up going to the boards on the outside, left and right, and then it'll come back to the middle when it ends up being false finale and finale. So we'll have more as I get the other boards done. Well, welcome back, Pyros. PA Pyrotechnic Fan again. Just going over our boards. So as I had mentioned upstairs, I had shown the first board as we had laid it out. I'm going to go back to that in a minute with everything else. But this board will be sistered right up to it horizontally like this. And we have number 5, 6, 7, and 8 as far as ignition spots from the Firefly Plus. And the Firefly Plus will be sitting right here, technically, on the other board. So everything should reach for that. And then we'll go back and, as I mentioned, we have Goodfella, nice 500 gram cake, 16 shots, nice 2-inch NOAB, Don't Mess With Me from Miracle, loose cannon, 2-inch bores, nice shots from United Pyro. And this Pyrotastic is a fan cake. I'm not quite sure what it does. Haven't really seen much of it one time, but it was an old video, so I'm not sure if anything's changed with them or not. But that'll go up, and what we're looking at here in front of us will be the false finale. All of this will go up at once, and then at the end it'll be willows for the finale. But that's the A and B boards that go together, and I'll show you the sideboards here in a second. Well, okay, we're back again. These are the 2 boards that will be side by side, or meaning center board, left, and then right, about 20 feet apart or so, just as far as I can get the pieces from the Firefly Plus to reach. So that's what it's going to be. But it'll have 2 points of shooting, actually 3. So as I mentioned, we'll start with that first board, which will be in the middle, and that'll have a little bit of a, 6 cakes or so. But from here, what will happen is these 2 boards should go with identical products here. I'm going to try to start those at the same time. And then what that'll do is everything here is fused to wrap around, follow it all the way around to the end. And it's the same thing here. It's just going to come down, wrap itself around, and be done. Now, these last 2 Pyro Diablo pieces here, and the For Your Eyes Only and the Meow here from United Pyro, I have them not quick fused, but they're both tied together, so both cakes should pretty much go at the same time rather than just delay into one into the other. So hopefully while that's going on, we have that good to the last shot, which is a nice, like I said, strobing, huge bore, 2-inch bore type shots going above it. That's what we're going to try to do. And the only problem I have seen so far, and I don't know if anybody else has a Firefly Plus system or not, but what I've noticed is if I don't sync a show to music, I can't fire more than 1 cue at the same time, so to speak. So I'm going to have to, arm it, swipe and hit it, arm it, swipe and hit it to try to get, this shot and this shot at the same time. So they'll probably be a little bit off, but we're not using E-match or anything. But like I said, first time we're going to use that. Going to see how it works out. We have all the boards together. Like I said, this is the left and right side. Center boards are 2 to start the show, and then at the end it'll be a false finale. At the very end, this left and right have these Nishiki willows. There is one for the middle, so those three will be in the finale. And hopefully all together, I believe we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24. Let's see. 24 and 6. Well, that's 30. So that's 30 small cakes, 200 gram cakes, excuse me, and 3, 6, 7, 500 gram cakes to go in the show. So we'll see how it goes, and we're anxious to see how this works. As I mentioned before, usually lighting these products off in single fuse, from just going from one board to the next board to the next board, would take you 8 or 10 minutes with almost the same amount of product. So we have a little bit more here for each side to be going simultaneously. And of course, that'll probably cut down some duration, but hopefully it looks good. And, we'll film it and see how it looks. And as I've mentioned before, either way, it's a lot of fun. I've had a great time trying to do it. And it'll be fun trying to figure it out to make it look right as far as synchronizing in time. And if not, it's still fireworks. It's 4th of July, America's birthday. It happens to be my wedding anniversary. So we're going to have a good time with it anyway. So I hope everybody out there likes, subscribes, comments. Hope you are ready for the 4th of July. Hope you're psyched. We're going to add this in after the 50 rockets and other types of fountains that we have. So it ought to be at least a fun time, just having fun out in the backyard. So I hope you guys like, subscribe, comment, as I mentioned. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Looking forward to seeing everybody's show and everybody else's stashes who are at last minute as well. I did go this weekend one more time to pick up a couple little things, and I just got some red and greens and some small things just for novelty items, so I didn't even bother putting it out, but I wanted to get this done. So now that we're all set up, everything's glued, everything's dried, everything's connected, 2 points of contact for everything. We've checked it over, we're ready to go. Can't wait for the 4th. We're psyched. Hope you are. Remember to light up the sky.